Damn. So, so it was. You were asking. Damn, I forgot what you asked me. Shit.
Nah, man, I asked you the question. I was like, do you think do you think Spark and Zero is getting boring? I,
Okay.
like the reason why I asked was because feel me, there's barely any. Well, at the beginning there was mad people playing it. At the beginning there was like 12, not 1,200. There was 1,000, no 120,000 people playing it, and now it's 34K. That's wild. That is wild to me. And it's only been 2 weeks. It's only been 2 weeks. Like I would expect it to be like a gradual kind of thing. It would start getting old gradually. Like people will stop playing it gradually. But I guess 2 weeks in, people are just like, Spark and Zero got it. I think it's because there's new games are coming out too,
That
like that new Shadow game.
that's also a benefactor in it, but I do. I believe it's also because it's like we knew this game wasn't going to be balanced because Dev said it, of course.
Yeah,
But there are like more than balancing, there are like many problems with just how the game is played. Like mostly, I want to say, especially when it comes to defensive mechanics, that's where the game I feel like doesn't thrive because to get out of combos, you're mashing up and square on your controller. That's nobody wants to do that. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Now, there's another defensive mechanic in the game. I think it's Revenge Counter. I think that's what it's called, something like that. And it it costs resources to do it, right? So you would think a mechanic that costs resources would benefit you the most,
would
right?
benefit you, yo.
It is the worst reversal mechanic in the game. Nobody uses it because we're too busy doing the others.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely,
And then
absolutely.
you have repetitive you have matches that are so repetitive with people only picking characters like UI Goku, Gogeta, Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. It's and then when you're in the team battles, you see nothing but Yajirobe. You either see Yajirobe and many other weak characters, or you see like a strong character, Yajirobe, and then like another like midish character.
Yeah, yeah. Yajirobe's a big problem. Yajirobe's a
And
big problem.
there's a way to fix that, right? There's many ways. Uh, my way, how that I think they should do it, they should only limit you to use sensu beans once a game.
Yeah,
I feel like that's because if you don't do that, it's just a constant chase of we got to stop him before he uses the sensu bean, and you only need
yeah. And nobody
five.
wants to look at
Yeah,
that.
and
Nobody,
you only need
nobody
five
wants to
skill
look at
gauges
that.
for it, right? So now let's say he gets the five. Now it's just, oh, I just gotta knock them back once, pop a sensu bean, I'm back in the fight. And then that just leads to constant timeouts. It just doesn't fit the game right. And then another problem is like, I don't know if you heard, but like, have you heard of the Vanish Wars by any chance?
Oh, yes,
Where they
yes,
keep
yeah,
constantly, yes.
yes.
Okay, so the way it like, I feel like they gotta nerf that, right? To where in Tenkaichi Yabajiro only needs three to activate Sensui. That's I forgot he did. Oh, two? Oh, damn. I played Tenkaichi 2 too. I totally
Wait,
forgot
wait,
about
wait,
that.
wait, 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 wait. So Yajirobe was limited in the Setsubis he could use in the old.
No, he wasn't limited. It was just he needed only two skill gauges. So it was cheaper in the old ones. They made it more expensive, but thing is, you get skill gauges so quick in this game. Just by
Yeah.
just not even only being on the offensive, but being on defensive as well.
No, no,
And then,
no.
so back to the Vanish thing. Um, the way. that I feel like it should work is that after like 2 or 3 back-to-back vanishes or whatever, you start making it to where like it's a perfect vanish or something. Like they gotta perfectly time it instead of just like mashing it or whatever. That way, not only does it get more like competitive in order to get it, it makes it look more hype.
Yeah.
Because if both people have like a full key gauge, then it's just whoever loses key first or messes up first. That's that's not really cool to watch, if I'm being honest. The amount of
Man.
the amount of Vanish battles I've been in, it's actually
Yeah, yeah.
it's annoying.
It's it's a little silly. It's a little silly going. Oh, I'm gonna hit you. Oh no, 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 I'm gonna hit you. Like it's
Like
pretty silly.
make it
That's
to
the
where
Mickey
they
Mouse
have to time it
Clubhouse.
like perfectly or something because that just that's not really fun. And then damn, man, what I know there are like many other problems in this game. It's just now thinking of them, I can't really think of any on the fly right now. Apart from those, um, oh, character power. Right. There's no reason Yajirobe should have 3 health bars and Videl has 2. I'm sorry. I
Wait. Hold up. Excuse me? Why is it like that?
my
Cell has
point.
only two. Cell
No,
has.
Videl.
Videl only has two, and Yajirobe. Yeah, Yajirobe. Wouldn't Yajirobe kind of be stronger? I mean, no, Videl be stronger than Yajirobe. Who do you think is
Yes,
stronger, Yajirobe or Videl?
that's like asking who would win a race. I'm sorry. That's like asking who would win a race between the two. I think Videl is. I think Videl is stronger than him. It, I'm sorry, but like,
Uh, that's
and
funny.
it, and then also like, just items can make characters OP though. That is true. But honestly, if you play with items, you gotta go. That's you're a menace if you play with items.
No, but I was thinking maybe this might not work, but I was thinking that maybe they should have like a mode where everybody is like the same. Like everybody has the same amount of health, everybody can do the same amount of damage. All it takes is skill.
See, that would be cool, but that would literally like go against everything the Tenkaichi series is for.
But
But I
that's
wouldn't
what I'm
mind it.
saying.
I
They
wouldn't
should
mind
make a
that.
mode for it. They
Yeah, I
should
wouldn't
make a
mind
mode
that at
for it.
all.
It
I'd
shouldn't
love that.
be a what's in it. It shouldn't be like a mode that you have to do online, right? You can still do all the bullshit, the Yajirobe. Oh, I have a sensu bean. Oh, I'm gonna eat the sensu bean. Now I'm gonna camp you out. You can still do that shit, but they should have a mode where you could do that. Oh, but then you're gonna have to deal with Yajirobe too. Oh my god, ill. It's not gonna be as obnoxious, but still ill. Ill. Oh my god,
Oh,
filthy.
actually, there is something else I want to bring up.
What's up?
So recently, um, this like, could you call them an organization? I guess you could call them an org or something. It's this channel, right? The channel name is like Tampa Never Sleeps, right? They hosted a Spark and Zero tournament recently, right? And no, all respect to them, but that tournament was actually it was bad. That tournament was so bad.
Why? What was so bad about it?
Many reasons. Okay, so for the losers finals match, right?
Mhm.
The winner, the game won. The game ended 2-0, right? Whoever won, they beat them twice, right? That whole set took 40 minutes.
The whole set took foot. I wonder why.
Now, I can tell you why. It took 40
I
minutes
wonder why.
because they both had Yajirobe,
Yeah, of course.
right? That's one. Two, they both had a giant on their team. Or
Oh my goodness.
now we know how
Giants
annoying
are so
giants can be.
ridiculous.
Yes. And it was another match in the tournament where they were both running Dr. Wheelo. Now, why are you running Dr. Wheelo? Like he's OP, don't get me wrong. He's broken, he's stupid. But my point is like, if you were gonna run a tournament for a game, knowing it was gonna be broken and unbalanced from the beginning, I would suggest you like have rules for the tournament because
Right.
some of the most used characters in the tournament were Super Vegito, Dr. Willow, Yajirobe was up there. Any of the fusions you could think of, UI Goku, pretty much all the broken characters. And it's like a way they could have limited it is they could have done either DP battle, which I feel like would have been my option for it, or ban certain
DP battle.
characters.
What is that? I'm sorry.
You know how
I don't really.
DP battle is pretty much where you have like the 15 points to spend on characters, pretty much. Like how each character costs a certain amount of DP to put on a team,
Right.
and your max DP is
Oh.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they could have either done that, or they could have done something like banned certain characters or something, right? Because
Like
I
Yajirobe.
I would have
They
banned
definitely should
him.
have banned Yajirobe.
Yes, because
Oh my god.
like the whole stalling thing is what I would say makes people feel like the game is boring. It's just repetitive. You're constantly
Yes.
running into the same thing
Yes.
online, and it like that's for me some of the most fun I've had on the game. It was in the custom battles because of all the ridiculousness that's in there. But it's ridiculous because people made it that way, not because the
Right.
game was already made that way. Like for instance, that Hercule and UI Goku bull that I fought the other day. No, 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 you're laughing. That it was stupid. And then today I fought somebody, I fought Spopovich with Hercule. By the way, you know who made that. Oh my God, what were you thinking? I don't know how you won that, but you got it. Anyways, back on topic now. It's the little things in this game that they could just tweak a little bit. Now, I don't think they will, but they did say in the upcoming patch that they were specifically adjusting Yajirobe. I don't know if they're gonna do any other characters, but that is one character that they said they're gonna do.
And just limit the games he has, or if you want him to have a fuck ton of sensu beans, just make it to where he doesn't get full health. Like, I don't, I don't see the problem with that. What's the
True.
problem with him not getting full health from a sensu bean?
Yeah, then that would just like contradict the sensu bean then.
They were able to do that in Dragon Ball Fighters. They were contradicting the sensu bean all the time. What if Krillin?
Okay.
What if Krillin in Dragon Ball Fighters gave you a sensu bean, right? And you're using, and I'm using Cell, pre-patch Cell, so I have the stupid, oh my goodness, I'm gonna hit you with DP, oop, DP, oop, DP, oop, DP, right? Frame one. And
Okay.
Krillin gives me that? And then what if it gave you a bar too? That's hilarious. But still, and Krillin gives you that? Yo, bro.
I'm glad you
Come
brought
on
up.
now.
I'm glad you brought up fighters because I was going to recently. So the way I see it, right? Fighting games, like you can consider this game. Well, by technicality, you can consider this game a type of fighting game, right?
Yeah,
Now, yeah. Now, games like DBFZ, Tekken, Street Fighter, they were purposely made to be on somewhat level of balance. So if Sensu Bean gave you full health, then everybody would be playing Krillin, and then we would just be at the problem we have with this game.
Yeah.
And so
Which,
because this game was made, well, because DBFZ was made to be balanced, they had to find a way to balance it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why early DBFZ, everybody was consistently playing the game because there were certain meta. Obviously, each game is gonna have a meta, but every meta had a counter to it. All right. I'm back.
Or you could go back
So
to the VOD and try and remember what you said, which I don't advise. I don't really want you to go back to the VOD, but you know,
whatever, I guess. But um, back to what we were talking about, how sparking is just not supposed to be balanced. But the thing is, right? Games like Tekken, Street Fighter, DBFZ, they were made with balanced intentions. That's the
right,
last thing I did say. So
right,
when you see a patch for Tekken or Street Fighter, you're seeing it tone it down based on things that people have complained about in the game and things that you've seen in the tournaments that people have hosted for you. Now, for Sparking Zero, since they said that the game isn't going to be balanced, they don't have intentions on making anything fair for, like, let's say, a character like Kaba compared to Vegito Blue. If Vegito Blue is stronger than Kaba in the show, they're gonna make him ridiculous when it comes to this game.
but
Like,
what's fucking me up is I lost my train of thought.
oh,
I'm gonna get it back. Sorry.
I could probably regain it for you. What's messing me up is I don't
Nah,
understand why
continue.
Yajirobe is so strong, right?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Sorry. What's fucking me up is I don't understand. Like you said, I don't understand why Yajirobe is so strong. Who goes on to like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and is like, I really want to play Yajirobe. Like, I don't think there's a lot of people that want to jump out of their seats, play Yajirobe. You feel me? Like, nobody wants to do that.
and
Nobody wants to do that.
and that's
You know?
also my problem with games like this. It's like, and not only this game, but the current state of Dragon Ball Fighters, right? They're not playing the characters because they actually like the character.
Yeah.
They're playing the characters because they know they're extremely strong and extremely cheap. And it's not about having fun anymore in the game, it's about winning. Which, yeah, you're supposed to want to win in the game. That's what the game is for.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Supposed to want to have fun as well.
yes, and when you pick characters like this, you're it's not even just like you're not having fun. You know you're not having fun. But it's like as long as I'm stopping somebody else from having fun, then I'm doing what I have to do, which is pretty contradicting if you ask me, because at that point you didn't buy the game for yourself. You brought it to be you brought it to be a bump. You just brought it to be a menace, and that it's just you just gave them your
That's
money
true.
for no reason.
That's true, yeah. But it still fucks me up though, because it's like all the cool characters in Dragon Ball you get to play. You get to play Ultra Instinct Goku. You get to play. You get to play Vegeta. You get to play Gogeta. Still, nobody's looking forward to playing Yajirobe. I'm not looking forward to playing Yajirobe. That was the last person I wanted to play in the game. Like, come on. Nobody wants to play that. But they made it to where people have to play that. Like, I don't want to have to play Yajirobe. I think that's what's gonna push me from playing the game.
Like,
Having to play characters that I don't want to play.
and then thing is, right, with some characters, people complain about this move called After Image Strike, right? Which pretty much
Yeah.
it costs three skill gauges, and for those three skill gauges for 15 seconds, you get to like instant vanish, right? Now, at first glance, you might think that's kind of broken for a little bit, right? But the move can be beat by key blasting grabs. So it's like, okay, it's like this thing has a weakness, with Yajirobe's Senzu Bean, you get pushed away once, and if he has 5 gauges, he's gonna pop a Senzu Bean if he's low.
Oh my
So
god.
it's no beating that. All it takes is one combo for you just to mess up. And now let's say you're about to kill Yajirobe, right? Boom. He has 5 key gauges, you're about to kill him. If you get in a vanish roll with him and you lose, it's just...
You already know he's popping that Sensu Beam. He's popping that.
And so while I do think After Image Strike is like... It's not broken, but I can see if it gets toned down, I can understand why. But I see so many people complaining about that and not the stuff like vanishing and like other things like that. It's like there's more broken stuff than just After Image. After Image is probably the least of their problems. And then you have moves like, well, these moves aren't broken, but you have moves that put you into Insta Spark, which now
that's actually low key. That's kind of crazy. But what is it?
See, I like what this person just said. Maybe keep the Sensu Bean skill, but make it a 50% chance that he drops the Sensu Bean and doesn't eat it. That could work.
Sorry, give me a second.
Good. Because that would be on some, like, Gohan trying to catch the Potara earring or something in the anime. I can see that working. Because, yeah, that would actually be cool. I never really thought of that. That's a good idea. There's many things they can do with that. So, they did say they're going to change Yajirobe. Now, did they say specifically if they were going to change Sensu Bean? I don't know. I don't think they said that at all. But I hope that's the thing they change, because that's the thing everybody's complaining about when it comes to Yajirobe. We'll see. The patch is supposed to come later in October, so a few weeks. Or maybe if he's in the middle of the animation and you attack him, you can steal it. That sounds pretty cool too. There's a lot of options they have. It all depends on the option they choose. But if you ask me, I think what they should do, just so people like don't get mad or whatever, but I don't think people really get mad over Yajirobe. It's Yajirobe. I'd say they should just make it so that he only can have it once a game, and then once he uses it that one time, the move is just locked. Can't use it no more, no matter how many skill gauges you have. And that move is really the main thing that makes Yajirobe good, right? Not saying he's actually a pretty good character in terms of combo wise or whatever as well. Well, he's okay in that department. But Senzu Bean is what really puts him on the higher end of the pecking order. If they just limit it to one time a game, you could use that.
Yeah.
He would still be a good anchor character on the team. And it could be replaced by many buffs, like you said. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, he would still be a good anchor character for your team. I wouldn't like suggest taking him off, because there's still a way to time them out, right? If you keep him on the last end of your team, and they lower your Yajirobe or whatever, right? And he still has the Senzu Bean skill, you could still use it, and he might be able to get away with it and still stall for time. But there is one more.
Is there like a casual option for?
Like you talking about like without rank play?
For Sparking Zero.
Talking about without playing ranked?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Option.
Yeah, for sure.
Is Yajirobe in casuals? Don't tell me Yajirobe.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Bro, if you're playing Yajirobe, this is the shit I'm talking about. Like, it's like, say I'm playing Dragon Ball. I'm gonna use Dragon Ball FighterZ as an example. Actually, weirdly enough, like I could play like fusions or Like, who's the best? Ginyu or Jaren. I can play them, right? But I don't have to play them. I don't have to. I don't have to play them. I don't have to play them in a casual sense. I don't have to play them.
Right.
But for like Yajirobe, it seems like you may have to play him. you may have to play him, yo. You may have to play if he's everywhere in casuals. Really? You're
Oh,
lying to me.
no, I'm
I
not.
think you're
But
lying to me.
this person actually just brought up something very important that I also forgot about. There's like, now there are a lot of toxic teams in this game, right? But I want you to hear this team I'm about to say. Android 19, Dr. Gero, second form Cell, or first form Cell, and Yajirobe. What do all those four characters have in common?
Um, it seems like all of them can heal themselves.
They can all heal themselves.
Oh my god, bro.
And then, here's also something I didn't mention to you that I don't know if you knew. But if, let's say I take, one of my characters take damage, right? If I tag them out, they heal up a little bit while they're tagged out.
Right. Right.
So not only are you stealing health, when you tag out, they're getting healed back up. And it's just a constant stalling game. Back to the first problem that we had.
My goodness. That's so cancerous. If I looked at that on screen, I'd be like, oh, here we go. Nami predicted. Oh, Yajirobe's in danger. Oh my god. Now he's gonna pop in the Sensubi.
And then tag right out.
And then tag right out. That's wow. That's wild. That's wild. For a second, I thought I had the thought. I was like, oh, people are complaining because Yajirobe just heals the whole team like halfway. That's what I thought. I didn't know that this man Yajirobe healed himself the full health. I did not know he did that. I did not know he did that until you showed me.
Like, it's just, all the problems, they all revert to just one big problem in the game, and that's just the thing I don't like. It's just, this game, it's not boring, but this is the ultimate answer to the question. Is the game boring? The game isn't boring, but the way the people are playing the game is what makes it boring.
Yeah.
Like, and I also see people like debating on whether like this game is a competitive fighting game. And to me, from day one, even before the game came out, I was always like, this game will never be competitive at all. I feel like this is just a game that you should just play with homies or just play online, have some fun or whatever, right? Now, the way this game is already being played, it just proves that I don't think this game should be taken competitive at all.
Absolutely. What?
And people think that everything has to be a competitive game. It doesn't. The game can just be fun. And that's crazy how they both went back to base form at the same time. That was pretty cool.
I definitely.
Oh, JD, I did know that. Yes, it's the outfit she wore in Blue Saga, right? She gets the destructive disc instead of Infinity Bullet.
Didn't you say there was a time where you were curious about Yajirobe, right? And you played him, right? But then you had to leave.
Oh yes, let me bring that up. Yeah. So there was this one day where I saw a lot of people complain about Yajirobe. So I said, you know what? What's so great about him? Let me try him out. I think the team I ran was Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Pan, and Yajirobe. Right? I still had DP to use, but I didn't really care for another character. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I had to go do something for my mom. So I left in the matchmaking, but I didn't realize that matchmaking didn't pause. Excuse me. So I left. I come back and I see I'm only left on Yajirobe. So I'm like, oh, the match didn't pause or whatever. So I go to play the game. When I tell you the game went to, I still lost by the way. But because I had Yajirobe and Sensubin, I kept healing. The game went to time when it really shouldn't have. I should have just straight up lost. So the fact that even happened just proves my point.
So ridiculous. So ridiculous.
I do really want Super 17 in this game, JD. You don't understand. When I was so upset he wasn't announcing base roster. But yeah, just end this off. This game, it's not boring, but people make it so hard to play, and it's
Right.
very annoying. It's it's discouraging, in my opinion, just for anybody who's trying to get into the game, and for a lot of people, this is their first Budokai game or whatever.
Right.
And
It was
so,
mine.
just
It was gotta be mine. True.
and the controls itself already make the game discouraging to play because it feels like you're just destroying your controller every day. But the gameplay as well, that also really hurts the game a lot just because it's just played in such a lame way. And I like to play a game where I'm either fighting you or I'm getting beat by you. That's just how I see it. I don't like zoning. Zoning in games suck. I hate it. Actually, just it's a
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Play
that's
lame, win game.
play lame. Yeah, you're definitely playing lame with Yajirobe. But that's
No.
all about it. Well, you got anything to say?
What what kills me is he doesn't even do a lot of damage to you,
He doesn't.
right? He doesn't
No.
do a lot of damage to you, so he's just that's so annoying.
And he
It's
also
like
has
I
a unblockable super. But it doesn't do a lot of damage. It's not bad. You use classic controls. Are there pros and cons? The only cons that I can think of with classic controls, um, is two. But I think they're fixing one of the bugs, like in the upcoming batch, is that if you're using classic controls and you fight someone playing with the dual controls, the standard ones, uh, your controls will glitch out to where you can only use one of your supers. You can't use any of the others, which kind of sucks because that's kind of stupid. But it is what it is. They're gonna fix it, I guess. And the other con that personally is the reason that's stopping me from using those controls is I don't want to break my analog stick in clashes. that that's about it. But yeah, game's not boring, just to play.